In this video, we discuss the introduction to probability. Now, the first concept I'm gonna talk about is the addition rule. Remember that the probability is about determining the likelihood of events. Now, two events are mutually exclusive if they not occur at the same time. Like for example, when flipping a coin, the two events, heads and tails, are mutually exclusive. Because you can only get tails, you can get both of them. So we can actually show in the diagram here, there's a 50% getting chance of heads and 50% getting chance of tails. There's no way that both of events occur at the same time because they are mutually exclusive. But now, if you imagine, when picking randomly from a deck of cards, the two events, heart and king, are not mutually exclusive. Because you can get something that's a heart, or you can get something to be a king, but you can also that is both a king and a heart, which is the king of hearts. So like heads and tails are mutually exclusive to events, and the heart and kings are not mutually exclusive to events. Go. So in example number 1, if you flip a coin, what is the probability of the coin landing on heads or tails? So if it could be 100%, right? You're going to have heads and tails. We're gonna use the addition rule for mutually events, which means that the probability of event A or event B happening is just the probability of the event A plus the probability of event B. Remember, of how you get a tail is 0.50 or 50%. And the probability you getting heads is 0.50 or 50% also. So in this case, the probability of heads or tails equals 0.50 is equals to 100. In example 2, let's say when picking randomly from a deck of cards, what is the probability of choosing a card that is a heart or a king? Because you can something that is both heart and king. So we know the probability of getting a heart is 13 over 52. Because there are 13 hearts in a deck. And 52 is the number of deck. Total number of deck. And the probability of king is 4 over 52 because there are 4 king in a deck. Now we also know the probability of king and heart. Is equals to 1 over 52 because there's 1 king and heart in a deck. So for the addition rule for now, for non-mutually exclusive events, which is the probability of A or event B is equals to probability of A plus the probability of B minus the probability of A and B. For the solution is the probability of heart and or king is equals to 13 over 52, which is the probability of heart, plus 4 over 52, the probability of king, plus 1 over 52, which is the probability of king and heart. So, compute is equals to 0.308. So that's it. Thank you.
In this video, we do the example using binomial probability function, or sometimes called binomial distribution. The use of binomial distribution, we have here requirements left. What we're gonna do is n repeated identical independent trials. Number 2, there are two outcomes, that is success and failure. Number 3, this notation is the probability of success will be labeled little p, and the probability of failure will be q. And then add the probability of success plus the probability of failure. You get 1. If you want to calculate the probability that there will be exactly x successes in n trials, and then it says we use the formula n choose x times p raised to x times q raised to n minus x. And then we have here n choose x. So here's at least alternative notation, that is n factorial all over n minus r factorial times r factorial. So here's our problem here. Suppose you take a multiple choice test with 10 questions, and each question has 5 answer choices, A, B, C, D, and E. What is the probability you get exactly 4 questions correct by just guessing? So this is the computations of our problem. So in this case, the probability of success getting a question corrected, well, if there's 5 questions, answer choices, and I only had pick one of those, the probability of success will be simply a fifth. Therefore, the probability of failure will getting the questions incorrect must be 4 over 5th or 4/5. So, I will write first the formula, that is p to x equals n choose x times p raised to x times q raised to n minus x. So in this case, we're gonna find the probability, finding exactly. So it is 4 questions corrected. So that is p to 4. So n is the total number of trial. So we're in this case, total number of questions that you have to answer. The next is n to the n choose 6. So there's the 10 questions total, and then we will answer 4 questions correctly. Probability of getting a question answered correctly. Next is the probability of success, that is 1/5. And then it says we need the number of success as the exponent, and then that is 4 successes. And then we take the probability of failure, that is 4 over 5th, and then it says we get the total number of trial, that is 10 minus 6. 10 minus 6 is equals to 6. So now everything's basically set up. Boom. Then next is P4 equals to 10 over 4 times 1/5 to the 4th, and then 4/5 to the 6th, and then and then 10 to the 4th, that is 10 factorial all over 10 minus 4 factorial times 4 factorial, and then copy the 1/5 over 4, and then 4/5 raised to 6. So the formula of this 10 factorial, that is 10 times 9 times 8 times 7. And then 10 minus factorial, that is 4 times 3 times 2. And then compute the 1/5 raised to 4, that is 0.0016. And then compute also the 4/5, that is 0.262144. Then next 9, 3, 8, 2, and then that's 9. So 10, and then the total number of these, that is 0.0016 times the total number of these, that is 0.262144. So let's compute this. 10 times 3 times 7 is equals to 210. And then times to 0.0016 times 0.262144. So let's compute all this. That is 0.88808 continuously, and then that is decimal places, that is 0.09 or equals to 9%. So this is the total answer of the problem of binomial probability function or binomial distribution. That's it.
Pwede mo ba ako samahan? Kuya, dating ko sa 22. Pwede mo ba ako samahan sa lakad ko? Abutan na lang kita at gas. Hindi ka busy. Tapos singit tayo ng outing ng family. Hindi siya.
United Dairies Incorporated supplies milk to several independent grocers throughout County, Florida. Management wants to develop a forecast of the number of half-gallon milk sold per week. Sales data for the past 12 weeks are as follows. These are the sales data for the past 12 weeks. Use exponential smoothing with A is equal to 0.4 to develop a forecast of demand for week 13. So this is the formula for exponential smoothing, where sale is Y sub T, then forecast is F sub T. So the formula would be, so this is a simple smoothing exponential. In the first row, you will not put there the forecast. Instead, you will put it in the second row. So the forecast for period number 2 is 2,750. For period 3, it would be 2,890. In period number 4, the forecast is 3,034. In period 5, the forecast would be 2,940.4. In period number 6, the forecast would be 2,924.2. For period number 7, the forecast would be 2,974.5. For period number 8, the forecast would be 3,104.7. For period number 9, the forecast would be 3,102.8. For period number 10, the forecast would be 3,041.7. For period number 11, the forecast would be 3,025. For period number 12, the forecast would be 3,095. So the forecast of demand for week 13 is 3,117.